so amazing. Everyone, please welcome to the show, Ty Smith.
What is really your Fokios and Fokaramas? I am Ty Smith, Model Renaissance Man. Welcome to my channel, Model Renaissance Man. If you are someone that's been subscribed to my channel for a long time, double check to make sure that you are. But if you are fairly new to the channel, get an idea of what this channel is about. What do? Go to my channel, click on playlist. All these different things I do on this channel. See all these different thumbnails? Those are all different categories of things that I do on this channel, from comedy to cooking to DIY when it comes to fixing cars. There's a lot of things I do on this channel. So check the channel out in its entirety before you subscribe. I'm pretty sure you'll find something on here that you like. Hey, I appreciate y'all all coming back. This is part 2 of a segment that I started earlier dealing with this question that came from this post. So I'm not going to waste y'all time and do no long intro. You should all know what to do by now. So let's get ready to go right into it. Bing! And then we're not talking about to beat my chest, do what I say, unga bunga, you shut up. We're not talking about that. Now, okay, she said, or I don't know if this is he or she, says, whatever the reason, women had to step up and take the lead, power as she calls it, because men were failing to uphold their position as leaders. Nope. I guarantee you there are more single moms than single dads. And there's a reason for that. You said there are more single moms than there are single dads. And yet this is somehow men's fault? Men don't, unless these people were sexually assaulted, women allow these men to do this with them without wearing protection. But it's the men's fault. It takes two to tangle, Ty. No, it don't. I mean, once they start tangling, it takes two, but it takes one to say yes. That's it. And it's the woman. It's a door. Nobody can come into your house unless you let them. No pun intended. Too many men think it's okay just to walk away. Now it's just normal and natural for women to take the lead because men created men created a reason for them to do so in the first place. I just gave you my reason, right? I just told you why. No man, a regular man, if a woman is not going to allow that man to enter into her home without her permission, that man is going to either move on or that man is going to wait until that woman opens the door and allow him in. As now, we talking sexual. No woman is going to allow no man to have sex with her unless she wants to have sex with that man. But yet it's the man's fault. If there are more baby mamas than there are baby daddies, we're still blaming the men. Let me digress from that. Anyway, somebody said, no, men need to earn their right to lead in the household. Too many men took advantage of women being homemakers, and the vulnerability being dependent requires women. Again, you're missing the point. Not that I'm going to repeat myself a lot on this because, like I said, I have these conversations a lot. It is, as she said in the video, we're going to go by what she said in the video. God, man, woman. God, man, woman. No, men need to earn their right. No, they don't. I don't have to earn my right to be a leader in my home. If I'm married to him, I don't have to earn my right. If I'm being led by God, there is no earning my right. I'm just going to do what I was designed to do. See what I'm saying? But again, there are individual people out there in the world right now. If you are trying to get into this, I'm not talking to any random man, any random woman right now. I'm talking to men and women who have a desire to want to be married and a desire to want to be in the family. If you don't want to be in a family, you don't want to be married, I'm not talking to you. If you're going to be into this space and come into this section today, and if you want to get in for argument's sake just to argue, I'm not going to address you because if you have no intentions on getting married, having a family, etc., there's no point in you and I talking just to argue. You know what I'm saying? I know you, other panels like to do things like that. I don't. I want to talk about people that actually have intentions on doing it. If you have intentions on being married, having a family, doing it the way God designed it, I and my wife, we can coach y'all through that. Period. It's not hard like y'all think it is. So anyway, I'm saying it because I teach my young men how to formulate their relationship with God, how to listen for God's voice, how to be led by God, how despite of everything else that's going on, you got to do what the Lord designed you to do, what you know is going to be best for you and your family, despite of what your wife may say or think. You have to do what you know and what God told you is going to be best for your family. Some men be so scared. I'll be like, what are you scared of? What is your wife? Was she going to beat you up? Oh, she might hold sex from you. And you actually let that get. You can't do that. That's manipulation, and that's the same exact tactic that the devil plays. Holding sex from the husband as a form of manipulation is from the enemy. That's how he crept in. It's manipulation. Biblically speaking, manipulation is witchcraft. Anyway, Somebody said, I'm half on board with that. My husband is not smarter than me. He just has different strengths and roles than I do. I can see that. I can concede to that. I can understand that. Like I said, because there really wasn't any context that just Pearly gave in this video. So I can completely understand that. I agree with her underlying sentiment, but she doesn't articulate it well for a secular world. Well, if it's secular, then they definitely most likely is not going to be going off what she's talking about biblical wise. With the right man, submission becomes natural. I agree. I'm the head of the child rearing. My godly husband is the head of our household. However, he treats me with so much respect that naturally allows me to allow him to lead. I was with you until you said you allow him to lead. I don't dare see what I'm saying. I told y'all the guys that I raised and the type of guy that I am, my wife. Ask her if I need her to allow me to lead. What do you mean allow? What do you mean allow me to lead? I'm gonna lead regardless. That's it. That's it. See, guys, I don't know. It's this thing. Even when I'm at work, a lot of times the guys all be looking at me like I'm crazy because a lot of times they say things like, "Well, you know who wears the pants? I do. Oh, come on, Ty, I do. When we have our little dinners or our potlucks or our Christmas thing, any one of y'all, while I would be in a whole different room. You can go and ask my wife and see if I'm going to act all different because my wife feel like I'm going to I'm not going to act any different. I wear the pants in my house. I'm the one that leaves my house. I don't have to be allowed by my wife to do what I was designed to do by God. That's the issue. That's what I'm saying. You have to make sure that as individuals that y'all both are linked up to that power source of God. And God is going to, if he's the one that designed us and the way that we are, he designed us. He's the manufacturer, what I like to say, the God-manufacturer. If he is the manufacturer of my body, he's the manufacturer of me as a male. And he actually formulated a woman from me. He's the manufacturer of that woman as well. He knows how both should operate. Period. And if you are not operating the way that he designed you to operate, you're malfunctioning. You can't try to make something do something that it wasn't designed to do. And this is why we have the issues that we have right now. This is why you see a whole bunch of societal flaws going on in our world right now, because they're trying to force you to do something that you were not designed by the creator to do. The creator created you. You're the creation. And you're trying to do something that you weren't created to do. And in doing so, it malfunctions, and therefore you have these flaws. Okay? So shout out to the people that's commenting right now. When it comes down to a woman, yeah, I'm the head of the household, but I listen to my lady. She is smart and great common sense. Listen to her words and what she think has kept from doing some stupid things. God gave man a woman to not only so he isn't alone, but she makes him strong where he is weak. I get you right there, but no, 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 no. See, this is what I'm talking. This is why, and I get it. I'm not, and I hope you don't take this like this is condescending. My wife don't make me strong. I know some of y'all, come on, Ty, you don't know. My wife don't. My wife does not make me strong. It says things in the Bible like the joy of the Lord is my strength. There's a lot of, okay, Paul, for example. Paul never had no wife. What made him strong? There are a lot of people in the Bible that were being led by God and doing things before a woman came along. What made them strong? That's where we have the issue at. It said the woman was made for the man. That's what the Bible says. Before Eve came along, what was making Adam strong? We don't know how many years that he was in the Garden of Eden. What made Adam strong? There was no woman. God did. God. God the one that said it's not good for man to be alone. Not because he wasn't strong. He said he made him a helpmeet. A helpmeet. She is yours, you are his. Your body does not belong to you as a husband. It belongs to your wife. Your wife, your woman, your body does not belong to you as a woman. It belongs to your husband. There's nothing in the Bible that tells you that your wife is there to make you strong. She doesn't make you strong. Now, giving you words of encouragement, you know, your wife having your back and things like that is it makes you feel good. It gives you a sense of motivation. But as far as my wife making me strong where I'm weak, no, she can't do that. God is going to do that. Because why? He's the one that designed me. He knows what I need. Now, but can you make your wife strong? Yes, you can. Because, of course, if some of y'all are secular thinking, I'm talking about a biblical Christian standpoint from the Bible. She was made from, like my wife. I'm just talking in metaphorically a little bit here. The woman came from the man. God took the rib from Adam and formulated the woman from Adam. So Adam definitely can make her stronger, make her better, because she came from him. Where did man come from? God. Follow me on that? So yeah, I get what they're saying right here, and I get some of y'all just want to get a few brownie points with your wives and all that, which is fine. But no, my wife does not make me strong. Somebody responded to you right here too. They gave me a hand clap. Somebody said very, very nice, well said. As a woman who turns 59 next week, I agree with you. It's not that a woman is less than a man or somehow beneath him. No, my husband would never make a major decision for our family without talking it over with me. Nor would I make one without talking it over with him. I get that right there. But on the big stuff, I will defer to him. However, for this to work, you need to be married to a man that has the same values as you and who treats you with the same respect as you do to him. I agree. I agree. But of course, when we make like decisions, always this is it's natural. You see, the thing is, I think what gets people out of the pocket is that they feel like, oh, you got to run to your wife, and that's no, we're not talking about that. If we're gonna be making a decision, it's natural to go to my wife, and be like, hey, babe. So right now, we crazy good and everything like that. Older son is getting ready to get his own place and everything like that. So he got his own vehicle and all that. But now, son number two, he's gonna start driving to work, so he can actually drive my vehicle, and then I can just go and get this, and that's what I'm getting ready to do. So I'm getting ready to go and buy this. I'm gonna go buy this vehicle right here. Da 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 da. We talked about the finances months ago. I know we can easily get it, but that's what I just want to let you know that I'm thinking about, and I'm probably going to go get this vehicle. I'll drive the vehicle. Son number two can drive his vehicle to work, and now that our older son is moving at the house, driving his vehicle, that's how it's going to pan out. Oh, okay, well, I'll go with you to see what you might want to go and get. Okay, yeah, you can come with me because I'm thinking about it. I kind of got an idea what I want, but yeah, you can come along with me and all that. It's going to be exciting so we can take it out of rhyme. It's not like you can be like, oh, no. So I know I get it. Let's be real, y'all. Somebody said, this is the thing. A good boss has a co-boss. Two are meant to lead, never one. Cap. I'm sorry, that's a lie. I'm already disagreeing with you right there. It's a dualistic realm, and balance of life is always symbiotic relationships with the opposite. Men and women need to lead together. No. And that means that one is in the driver's seat, needs to acknowledge that he isn't the only one driving, and the co-pilot is important as one driving. I get what you're saying right there, but again, I'm disagreeing with that right there. I'm disagreeing with that right. No, we're not. See again, because when you do that, you put it in a sense that we're equal. You said a boss has a co-boss, right? Right now, literally, I mean, besides being the leader of my home right here, but I'm a boss myself. I don't have a co-boss. I might have managers, whatever like that, but they're not the co-boss. Why? Because the type of role that they have being under me, I'm expecting them to do their job. Now, here's the cool thing about that. I know my job. My managers don't know my job. They know what I do, but they don't know how to do my job. I know how to do everybody's jobs beneath me. If one of my managers, if two of my managers got off board, they got sick, which it has happened, called off, bad weather, guess what? As the boss, I know their jobs. I'm going to fill it in. I might have to stay extra 2 or 3 hours, whatever, to fulfill what their roles were as managers. But no, it's not a co-boss. There's one. In this household, there's one, and that's me. When I'm gone, my wife is over the house while I'm away. When I come back, it's back to me. Now, some of y'all might have an issue with that, but I'm telling you, that's the way that it was designed to be. For example, as well, somebody made a comment earlier and said, I do the child rearing. And I'm thinking to myself, why your husband's there? Because when I was home, my wife didn't do none of that. I did that. I'm the enforcer. I wanted to be known that when you break any rule, you didn't just disobey your mom, you disobeyed me. Mom already got, no, but I'm getting you because of what you did. But I thought that's his mommy. No, me. That's how this works. That's how this dynamic works. And it was a learning process even with the time. But my wife would just say things like, well, such and such did this, but I already got on him. Well, good, because I'm still going to get on him too. He needs to see that it's going to be even more. I'm saying it edifies it that much more when you both are in on it like that. But again, my point in saying all that is that if I am home, my sons, if they get out of pocket, My wife don't go and do nothing that I'm going there first. If I'm gone, then she does it. So yeah, again, respectfully, I have to disagree with that. When you said, the two are meant to lead. No, they're not. Leader, there's one, and that's me and my house. When it comes to the way that God designed to be, He never meant for both of y'all to do it. When God came to that garden, when they screwed up, who did He go to? Did He go to Adam and Eve? He asked for Adam. He knew what went down. He knew what happened. He went to the one that is going to be held responsible for. There's also something we do in medicine where you have like clinicals, right? Or you have residency. If you are the one that's over the students that's coming in, if something happened, guess who they go to? They go to the resident, or they go to the CI, what we call the clinical instructor. Even though you might have a student, your student might have messed up, it's the fact that you're supposed to be overseeing that student. So then the boss or the CEO, whoever that is going to be, they're going to come to you as a clinical instructor because you're responsible for what they do. As physician's assistants, you're supervising physician. If something goes down to an extent, the PA is going to get a little bit, but they're going to be like, you are the overseeing physician, and you let your physician assistant do this. You're the supervising physician. Or even like in therapy, you're the supervising physical therapist that's over a physical therapist assistant. You're going to be held responsible for that because you're overseeing what they're doing. So if they do something wrong and out of pocket is completely wrong, they're coming to you. Same exact thing. My managers, they got people that work under them. If they got clinicians under them, if something goes wrong, I'm going to those managers. I'm not about to go to those clinicians because the manager's supposed to be handling that. See what I'm saying? So no, there ain't no two leaders. Okay, in general, she's correct. I think, however, rather than submit to the man you're having a family, it's a partnership. See, nope. Obviously, as long as the marriage is in good shape, it's ridiculous to stay in a bad marriage. Nobody said it had to be a bad marriage. Nobody had to say it. No, but it's not a partnership. It's not a partnership at all. I get what y'all saying, but it's not a partnership. That's not according to what she's saying. Not the way that God designed it. We have trained men that we don't want respect. We are to blame. It's decades in the making. We women actually have the power to retrain men to respect us and want to respect us. I get what you're saying, but no, what do you mean? No, it's going to be men. Men need to train other men. Men need to train women as well. If we're talking from a godly aspect, godly men and godly women need to train and teach godly men and godly women. Godly women will teach the young women how to be with their husbands, how to do things as a godly wife, all of that. Godly men will teach other young men how to be godly men, how to be led by God, how to listen for God's voice, how to stay operating as a man of God, despite of what your wife says, thinks, feels, gets emotional over. These things are going to be taught because they're going to be dealt with when they get into they're going to be dealt when you come into a relationship. So no, I get what they're trying to say right here, Lorelei. I get what you're trying to say right there, but no, there's no we women actually have the power to retrain men to respect us. No. As long as there's, like, you notice that in this video that Jess Pearly mentioned women that's going on to what did she say? OnlyFans? What man gonna respect that? OnlyFans? Yeah, no, they're not getting no respect. But I get what you're trying to say. This girl is 100%. We are not men. We are able to do things men can, and vice versa. Men are supposed to be the leaders of the family. See, that's what I'm saying, but it's be messed up. See what you're saying? See what you did right there? You said we women actually have the power to retrain men to respect it, but yet you turn around and say men are supposed to be the leaders of the family. But y'all gonna have to be the ones that's trained and be leaders of the family when y'all weren't meant to be leaders. See what I'm saying? That don't what you're gonna try to do and what you might not understand is that you're gonna end up somehow, shape, form, or fashion. You're gonna try to say, I want this man to be the leader, but I want him to lead the way I want to lead. Therefore, it's your will, it's your power that actually is the man that the man is doing. It's not him being led by God. It's him being led by what you want him to do, not by what God wants him to do. Not saying you per se. You said men are supposed to be the leaders of the family, the providers, protectors. Women who think they can do as good as a job as those things are in denial, just like men can't be mothers, aren't as nurturing, among other things. I don't know, because again, if we refer to what Just Pearly Thing said, in the Bible, it tells fathers to train up their children in nurturing. So why would the Bible refer to the word nurturing if men are not nurturers? Okay, I'll go with you. Y'all can go with me here. Let me see if I can pull it up. Because some people be like, what? Okay. Let me see. father's nurture. I'm just going to put Bible. No, I don't know it off the top of my head. I'm not one of those ones that can fire it off like that. Okay, so let's see. Ephesians 4, it's Ephesians 6. Matter of fact, if it's Ephesians 6, and I know y'all like, dude, this is a part 2 to this video. Yeah, this is long because y'all wanted me to do it, and I'm going to do it, okay? So right here, oh, wow, I didn't know it looked like this on the side. Okay, so right here, Ephesians 6 and 4, if I go into my Bible right here, Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, Acts, let's see. Hit that like button right now if y'all don't mind. If you enjoy what I'm doing right now, taking this time out to go through this with you guys, hit that like button for me, all right? Appreciate it. Okay, where you at? Okay. So there was Ephesians 6 and 4. Ephesians 6 and 4 right here reads, "And ye fathers, provoke not your children to wrath, but bring them up in the nurture and admonition of the Lord." So I get it. I know we were told these things, the women are the nurturers, but so what I'm saying it for is this. Kids do extraordinarily better when they come from a nuclear family, 2-parent home, mother and father. And children do extraordinarily better when they come from a single-parent home, if it's only the father. They do a whole lot more worse when they come from a single-parent home and it's only the mother. And there's a reason why. Because God designed us a specific way, and kids respond to fathers a specific way more than they do a mother. Well, so what you saying, mothers can't mother? No. Statistically speaking, children do far worse when they come from a single-parent home with just the mom. They do substantially better when they come from a 2-parent home with the mother and father, or if they come from a single-parent home with just the father. Don't believe me? Go look it up. I'm not just making this up. Okay? Let me get back to that. Okay. I think that might be one of the last comments I'm going to read right there. Because people are saying this is the way it's supposed to be. You know. So, yeah. I can just go ahead and get ready just to close this thing up. And I'm glad I was able to do this. I didn't know it was going to take this much time. He's like darn near 40 minutes in. So this video is going to be broken up in 2 segments, possibly 20 segments right there. So if y'all wanted me to do more videos like this and give some explanation, just let me know, because I have no problem doing anything like this again. I've been married for about to be 23 years to my wife, and teaching and everything along the way has been absolutely great. I get when people say marriage is hard and everything like that, but honestly, if you are with someone who is a complete sold out person that's really following after God, and you are following after God, my wife never had to question whether I'm being led by him. You know what I'm saying? I know it's hard for some folks to understand, but I'm telling you, the reason why people do what I'm doing is because they really do have a relationship with God. Oh, come on, God is just a fairy tale God in the sky. Okay, see, that's what I'm saying. I'm not talking to you. I'm not going to sit there and go at it with you or anything like that at all. It's not for you, okay? But if you really are a woman and you really want to be in a relationship with a man that's leading, and you want to be in a relationship with a man that's a God-fearing man and being led by God, you better be in a position to where you're going to be a woman that's ready to be led by a God-fearing man. Because it ain't what you think it is a lot of times. It's not what you think it is a lot of times. Make sure that you're vetting people, talking to people, get to know them, get to know their family, get to know their brothers and sisters. Ask really good questions if you plan on doing something like this. Same exact thing, men. You got to allow time to calm down a little bit before you get so caught up in the infatuation of a woman. You got to allow time to go by to see how she responds to certain things. See if she really is being led by God. Or is she just a typical woman that goes to church, she's just clocking in, just to say, I was here on Sunday, Wednesday, and Thursday, I sing in the choir. But how does she really move in a household? How does she really move as a woman? You know what I'm saying? How does she respond to stress? How does she respond to her own parents? These things have to be found out through the vetting process, and you're not going to be able to know that unless you keep on talking with folks and just for the sake of doing nothing more than getting to know them. That's what people have a hard time doing, and it's not explained to you a lot. What do you mean by getting to know them? You have to really get to know them. We're not talking about, oh, I'm going in here with the intentions of just, I want to, no, go in there with the intentions of doing nothing more than to actually focus on knowing what this person is like on a mental, spiritual level. See if they really are lined up with God. See if they know much about that Bible like you do. When me and my wife first were dating, me and my wife did nothing but did a bunch of talking about how great God is and what he's done in our lives. What I mean by that is this. My wife was talking about things that she went through and how she prayed and how God brought out this. She talked about some crazy things that happened to her while she was in college and how God got her out. I'm up here talking about things that I went through in life and how God poured down. We both were just sitting there like so excited, like crazy. Like, wow, that's crazy that God did this. We were doing more talking and bragging about him than we were about this. It didn't hit to like maybe about a good maybe 3-4 weeks in to where it's like, oh, well, so I think we need to go out. Man, dang, we spent most of our time talking on the phone. We spent a lot of time talking on the phone, y'all. That's what we did. Hours upon hours upon hours of talking on the phone, and it was mainly about God's goodness and his grace and what he's done for us, how he's blessed us, how he took us out of a situation, how he's healed our mind. You know what I'm saying? How we've seen tragedy and everything like that. And it's amazing how he pulled us through so those things don't even affect us no more and everything of the sort like that. It was just one of those things like that, folks. But most people don't do that. Most people just say, oh my God, this girl is beautiful. Da, 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 da. I just want to get with her and make her my, with no intentions on actually really knowing this individual and knowing where their head is with God. I made it a complete pact that I was not going to get with any woman who was not somebody that definitely loved God far and foremost. Period. We're going to do another part to this, ladies and gentlemen, okay? Maybe I'll get on the aspect of actually what you should be looking forward to, what you should be looking at, and what you should be kind of looking out for when you're getting ready to get into a relationship with someone who supposedly is of God. I'm not just talking about secular people. We're talking about folks that's supposed to be led by, according to this video, God. God, man, the woman. And what type of man you should be following God, and what type of woman you should be in the church, or what type of woman you should be in the church following after God, okay? Let me know what y'all think, folks. I told y'all I had to break this up in 2 parts because it's such a long video, all right? Appreciate y'all being here. Hit that like button before y'all get out of here, all right? I'm Ty Smith, Model Renaissance Man, and I hope and pray every last one of you have food, shelter, and clothing, and most of all, I pray every last one of you guys are in great health, mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. God bless you all through Jesus. What's going on, everybody? So, hey, check this out. I appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate you taking time out of your day to view these videos. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel, give the video a thumbs up, and also right here is where you can catch the next video, the latest video that I've done. But like right up here, this is stuff that I've done kind of in the past. So in this area, you might find a video that I've done in the past. It can be funny, it can be something serious. It does not matter. But this is something that you can also do to check out more material that I do in my channel, because I do a lot in this channel, all right? So again, appreciate everything from you guys. Keep on watching it, keep on supporting it, and God bless you all.